Now I'm standing in front of the Miraval floor plan, which is a 5-bed, 4-bath, 2-story, up to 4-car garage, 3,400 square feet floor plan. And before we go inside, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about what it's like to live in this area. Before I go inside and I start the tour, I wanted to tell you some more details about what it's actually like to live in this part of Phoenix, and specifically the Ridge at Stone Butte community. Now, something to know is that they're gonna have 2 models built out, and we're gonna tour one of those today, but they actually have 17 different floor plans stemming from 4 different series, starting anywhere between 650,000 all the way up to 1.5 million. Now they're gonna have about 1,100 lots when this is all said and done, and they're on about a 3-year project. Currently, right now, they've only sold about 115 lots, so that means there is a lot left and a lot to go. Now this community is gonna be very simple. It's not gonna have a fancy pool or any of those extra resort style upgrades. It is just gonna be a very basic gated community with a playground and plenty of walk area. So you're gonna have a low monthly fee HOA of about $115 or so. At the time of this video, they are giving $10,000 in closing costs and a 4.99 interest rate when you use their preferred mortgage lender. Very straightforward. It's very beautiful, very nice, obviously very modern. I really love the designs that they have here, but let me tell you a little bit more about the actual area. You're kind of nestled right in between the 17 and the 51 and the Loop 101. So you do have very close highway access, but you're not on top of the highway. Now, this is a very, very pretty area to live. You're located here in Cave Creek near the Tatum Ranch area. There are a lot of private golf courses, a lot of public golf courses, and not to mention there's also beautiful mountain views no matter which way you look. Now, this is an up and coming developing area, so they are going to keep developing around this area. They're expanding the highways, they're expanding the roads, and there's a lot of construction, but all that means is that it's growth, and that's good for price appreciation and home values. What I really like about this area specifically too is that a lot of times you don't need to get on the highway in order to get to your destination. So if you wanted to go to Desert Ridge Marketplace, which is probably the closest place where you can find your type of dining, shopping, and entertainment, all you gotta do is go down Cave Creek Road and you're gonna make it there in a short drive. Now there's a massive amount of development happening in that Desert Ridge area, and I don't wanna spend too much time on it, but you've got a Sprouts headquarters, which is gonna give you about 3,500 new jobs. You also have the Mayo Clinic, which is doing a new Desert Oasis, which is a $1.9 billion project that's also happening a couple miles down from here. So there's a lot of growth and a lot of development in the area. So I do, again, see home appreciation here going to continue to rise. Now, with that being said, if you guys want any more information regarding the area or the actual community, you guys can reach out to me. All of my contact information is below. Let's get started with the tour. Look how big that home is. I really like this color. I think this color is going to be a very popular one. I'm usually not a fan of the darks, but I think that this one looks really, really good. If you guys could see it in person, it's a really good color. It's gonna hold well in Arizona. It really complements the mountain and the desert. So let's go take a look at this bad boy inside. Okay, now welcome on inside. And the first thing we'll do is we'll make a hard left and go into this full bath that we have right here on the first floor, which is a pretty decent size, pretty normal. And then we have our first bedroom. Now look at this bedroom right here. It is a pretty normal size as well, pretty normal closet. It is gonna have some nice privacy, be nice for grandma or mom or the older child to kind of have their own space in the house with their own kind of closet and also their own full bathroom. Now right here, this is where dad's gonna shine because we have the office area. Look at how beautiful this office is. Take a look at that, take a look at that. So, nice backsplash, super nice touch. Really love the cabinetry here, and kind of give you a little bit of that privacy as well. So as we continue, we're gonna come to my favorite part of the house and look at how open. Before I show you the kitchen, take a look at this, take a look at this, and bam, look at that kitchen. Now we've got a double island going here. That is super, super cool. I told you that was super cool. Now, some people might not be a fan. I am actually a massive fan of it. So before we continue in the kitchen, we do have our standard living room over here. I really love the wall, what they did here with the wallpaper and the lighting fixtures. Super nice, very spacious. As you can see, we have an 8-seater right there. Now let's go on to the kitchen. I like this backsplash, super, super nice. Standardized kitchen, pretty decent amount of space. I think it's actually, if I'm right here, so we kind of come this way, show you from the other way. There we go, bam, decent size. And then right over there, your kids can be eating and not messing up over there, or however you prefer. I personally like it. Some people might not be a fan. We have our regular stove and, we have our regular microwave and oven. There you go, standard pretty kitchen. And then I will kind of give you guys a visual of the space here as well. So take a look at that. Let's look at that, there you go. And then we have our living room. So love the living room, lots and lots of daylight. We know we'll get to the outside, but now let's go upstairs and check out the rest of this. How's it going, man? Good, good, brother. All right, go upstairs. Now this one's a little bit different. It is a little crowded up here, but let's start off with the master. Now that is a lot of space, a lot of space. Really like it, nice and bright, lots of windows. Really love the details on the wall here with what they did. That is beautiful. Love the touch. Mountain views over there. Let's see if you guys can see them. There it is, mountain views. And all right, we go back over here. And pretty spacious. Comes right into a massive, massive master bathroom. So take a look at this right here. You have the beautiful tub in the middle. This is perfect. The wife can relax while you brush your teeth. You have the dual vanities. And now we have a massive closet. This is big, guys. I mean, this is, just take a look. Look at this. This is massive. Now, again, not a fan of the single right here, but we can add another one. We can add more space, but at least there's a lot. There's a lot of space here. I mean, this whole entire bathroom can literally be 2 rooms. Toilet, shower, decent shower, pretty normal shower. I think what really shines is the bathtub in the middle and the amount of space that you have. If you and your wife wanted to throw another bed in here, you probably could. So walk on over here, and then that leads us kind of through to, you have this kind of privacy right here. So you can kind of lock this door, be away from the kids. And you have your regular laundry room, washer and dryer. So I'm walking through this way, and this is gonna lead us, what I'm actually gonna do is gonna kind of turn around so you guys can see, right? This is where we're at right now. It's gonna lead us to our little kind of loft area up here, but we're gonna come out through that way. So let's go back around. We stare about around. Hi, everyone. We're gonna come here, and bam, here we are. So as you guys saw, here is the stairs, right? And then bam. So we come back over here. Got our second guest suite right here, and then here's the loft. So check this out. Look at that, look at that. Nice and spacious, super nice. I really love the touch here. This is like the perfect family floor plan when grandma also lives at home. Like, grandma can have her own suite downstairs. Husband and wife can be in the master over there. Kids can be on this side. I mean, it is really well laid out. I really like this one. So let's take a look at bedroom number 3 here. Obviously we have full shower inside, has its own door, and you have privacy. So this one can be kind of, you know, older child, but maybe not the oldest, or the oldest if grandma and mom are still here as well. So there we go. You can go into the other ones. So here's this Jack and Jill from bedroom number 4, and then pretty much here it is. Again, lots of bright daylight, pretty normal closet. Then you have your sink, dual sinks. Let's take a look at the shower. Have that nice privacy. Have the door right here. So it's perfect. And then we go over to the other bedroom. So pretty normal, pretty good size. Again, I think this layout is super nice. This one's definitely my favorite. So let's go downstairs and we will go to the outside. So show you guys again. Here we go. Bam, and Look at that open up. Nice, there it is. So super, super nice. So let's take a look outside. And there they are again. Those are those mountain views that I was talking about. So look at that. Super, super nice mountain views everywhere. Super far out. Obviously, we've got a pretty spacious backyard. Here we use the entire upstairs. There's our other model, this model. So as you can see, way bigger, more square footage. So it's the backyard right here. And take a look at this, folks. Yeah, so that concludes this part of the tour. All right, everyone, there you guys have it. And that pretty much concludes the tour. So you have everything you need to know about the community, everything you need to know about the area, and everything you need to know about the floor plan. Now, before I let you go, there's one very special thing that I want to tell you guys. And I promised you that there was a special rebate program if you stay to the end. So let me tell you about Derek's rebate program. And it's very, very simple. Essentially what I'm doing is I'm giving up to $10,000 back in the form of a rebate at closing when you use me as your buyer's agent. Now, there are certain requirements, and I will be more than happy to share those with you at a later time. Now, there's also my contingency program, and that pretty much means if you are a seller and you do have a home to sell, I will list your home at 1%, and you can use the rest of the funds to roll them into a property like this. So if that's something that interests you, be sure to fill out all the information below and reach out to me, and I will give you all of the information that you need to make sure that you are locked in for my rebate program or my contingency plan.